You know, when we think about the ancient world, our minds usually jump to places like Rome or Athens or Egypt. But what if I told you there's a forgotten city, a real powerhouse of its time, that holds the secrets to some of the world's incredible firsts? Well, today we're going to unearth the absolutely amazing story of Aizanoi.
Okay, let's just imagine for a second. Picture a city 2,000 years ago. This city has a financial market with prices literally carved into the stone walls to fight inflation, and for entertainment, it has a complex that fuses a theater and a stadium into one single massive structure, something we've never seen before or since. I mean, what would you even call a place that was so ridiculously ahead of its time?
You'd call it Aizanoi, a city so magnificent, so important in the Roman era, that it earned the nickname the Second Ephesus. And we're about to find out exactly how it got that incredible title.
So that nickname, Second Ephesus, that wasn't just some throwaway line. Aizanoi was a huge, thriving metropolis, right up there with famous cities like Ephesus and Pergamum. So how did this city rise to become such a big deal?
Well, Aizanoi's story goes back for millennia. Its roots stretch all the way back to 3000 BC. But its real golden age, when everything we're about to see was built, that happened in the 2nd century AD, under the Romans. Then, for centuries, it just vanished from history, completely forgotten, until it was rediscovered by European travelers in 1824. And now, finally, it's on its way to getting the full UNESCO World Heritage status it deserves. And just to give you an idea of this scale we're talking about, at its absolute peak, an estimated 80,000 people called Aizanoi home. This was no sleepy little town. It was a bustling, major center for trade, culture, and innovation in the ancient world. Every great city has that one iconic landmark, right? Well, for Aizanoi, it's a temple so perfectly preserved it almost looks fake. But its most incredible feature? You can't even see it from the outside. It's a secret hidden deep beneath the floor. This is it, the magnificent Temple of Zeus. It's one of the best preserved on the entire planet. Built when Emperor Hadrian was in charge, it has this really unique architectural design called a pseudo-dipteros. Now, what does that mean? Well, basically it means it has a grand row of columns at the front and back, but the columns along the sides are actually built into the walls. It creates this feeling of grandeur, but also leaves the inside feeling really open and spacious. It is an absolutely stunning tribute to the king of the gods. But here's the thing. The most fascinating part of this entire structure, the real secret, isn't what you see on the outside. It's what was hidden directly underneath the main chamber. This temple was living a double life. Upstairs on the main floor, it was all about the official Roman god Zeus. But downstairs, in this unique underground chamber, the worship was for someone else entirely. Cybele, the ancient mother goddess of Anatolia. This fusion is just incredible. It shows how the Romans blended their imperial culture with much, much older local beliefs. Okay, a secret temple under a temple is pretty cool, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. Now let's get to the innovations that really make Aizanoi a pioneer of the ancient world, ideas that were literally carved in stone. Let's start with how they had fun. In basically any other Roman city, the theater for plays and the stadium for sports were two totally separate buildings. But not in Aizanoi. No, these guys did something completely different. They actually fused them together into one enormous, connected complex, and it's the only one of its kind ever found in the entire world. And we are not talking about some small-town venue. This place was built on a monumental scale. The theater part alone could pack in 20,000 people. The stadium could hold another 13,500. Can you just imagine the atmosphere during a festival? Tens of thousands of people moving between a dramatic play and a thrilling chariot race, all in one seamless space? Okay, so from entertainment, let's switch gears to the economy. Aizanoi's next world's first is found in its Macellum. Now, a Macellum was the Roman version of an indoor market, a place for people to buy and sell goods. But the one in Aizanoi, it served a purpose that went way beyond just buying groceries. The walls of this market are just covered in inscriptions, and they list the official legal prices for all sorts of goods. And this quote, taken right off those walls, gives you a pretty chilling look into their economy. A horse is worth 3 male slaves. A strong male slave is worth 2 donkeys. So why on earth were these prices carved in stone? Well, this wasn't just a menu.
This was, for all intents and purposes, the world's first stock exchange or regulated market. These carvings are a local copy of a massive law passed by Emperor Diocletian back in 301 AD to fight rampant, out-of-control hyperinflation across the entire empire. It's a 1,700-year-old record of a government trying to control the economy. We've seen these massive, grand public spaces. But what about the actual people, the men, women, and children who called Aizanoi home? Well, recent digs in the city's necropolis, its cemetery, are uncovering their incredibly personal stories.
In one tomb, archaeologists found a single bronze coin, and it had been placed right in the mouth of the person who died. This was for Charon, the mythical ferryman who would guide your soul across the river Styx into the underworld. It's such a powerful, tangible link between a real person and what they believed happened after death.
And then, in another grave, they found the burial of a woman. And with her were her personal belongings, a beautiful bronze mirror, intricately carved hairpins made from bone, and even a little stone tray she would have used for mixing her cosmetics. These small objects give us such an intimate look into her daily life. But maybe the most moving discovery of all came from a cremation burial. Archaeologists found a single astragalus. It's a little game piece made from a knucklebone. But here's the key detail. The bone itself wasn't burned. This means a loved one must have placed it inside the urn after the cremation was over. A final gift, maybe a favorite toy, left as one last act of love and remembrance. So when you put all of this together, the secret temples, the unique entertainment complexes, the tombs, what's the big takeaway here? Why does this ancient, forgotten city still matter so much today? Aizanoi's legacy is its incredible collection of onlys and firsts. It's got the world's best preserved Temple of Zeus with a secret chamber, the planet's only combined theater stadium, the world's first regulated market. It even has Roman bridges still being used by traffic today. Aizanoi isn't just another pile of ruins. It's a powerful testament to human creativity and innovation. And that really leaves us with one final tantalizing thought. For hundreds of years, this city of world firsts was completely lost to history. Now that it's being rediscovered, it just makes you wonder, with so much of Aizanoi still buried, what other revolutionary ideas and forgotten stories are still lying in wait just beneath the surface?